as you return to the campsite, nothing's been messed with. Sasha, you would even notice the one chair that was pulled out by Sig has been folded up neatly and placed right back where Sig took it from.
What time is it? Like, how long are we down there?
You got there, what, early mid-morning? Something like that? Late morning?
Depends how early we left. Took a couple hours to drive down here, so...
What time is it now?
I would say late afternoon.
So we still got a good shot at getting to a computer store before they close to try and break into the laptop. Is the laptop password protected?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere. I don't know what tech repair stores around, but that would just be something to pull up on maps.
I mean, we don't really have any other leads at this point. The kids went into the cave. The kids were not in the cave. And the only thing we found in the cave that didn't belong there was this laptop.
Where's the lead? I suggest we take it.
I mean, we found lots of things that don't belong, but all those have hopefully resolved themselves.
Something I've learned is these things tend not to do that. They run out of control. Least we can do is try to make a difference.
Well, we got plenty of daylight. Unless people are exhausted, we don't need to camp out here. Might as well get moving, see if we can't find someone who will crack open this laptop without asking too many questions.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull up Google, computer repair store near me. I mean,
You ain't getting one. When it says near you, that's a very
yeah, near me is like 40 miles.
So. Yeah. Near me is in the eye of the beholder here.
Alright, well then how about near back where, like, base HQ is, somewhere, maybe one on the way back.
Most of your computer repair shops, honestly, they're going to be in more densely populated areas rather than little hamlets or towns. So, obviously, when you type that in, some in Charleston come up. But I don't believe Charleston is the closest city to Lost World Caverns. I believe that is... Hold on. Hold up. That is going to be Lewisburg.
Yeah, that's not far. Well, make a short detour down the road. Not the way we came, but it ain't that far. And if they don't want to do it, we'll find someone that does. Of course, it'll probably take them time. I feel like that's a question. Do we want to try here, or do we want to try somewhere closer to where we have, somewhere to spend the night. Spend a few, because again, I don't know if they'll have it done immediately. This probably ain't a we're getting answers tonight kind of deal.
Let's get moving regardless. We spent here less time we got back there. So we head in
That's
the
fair.
direction of home. Let's head in the direction of home and stop off somewhere.
So you want to go more towards Charleston rather than stopping at the nearby town to get this done.
So to take some time, it's just staying in a town we don't know what's going on. At least if whoever our new friends were, you know, if they come looking, at least we got a home advantage, so to speak.
I mean, it could very well be that the people who left this laptop didn't mean to. Maybe they left in a hurry because of finding what you guys found down there. Maybe they're going to be looking for it.
Potentially.
Well, I'm sure there's a way to reach out to them.
Anyways, the question of who's going to come looking for this laptop can be answered on the drive back. I mean, I know you just set up this camp, but turns out we're not going to need it, so. A lot quicker to pack up, and we got five pairs of hands, though, so.
Yeah.
And with that, Robbie and Bishop begin packing things up. Getting things ready, along with the rest of you. Once everything's loaded, Robbie begins to drive his truck back. Now, I do need a final decision. What city is everybody heading to, so to speak? Closer to where HQ is?
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah, that's my vote.
Okay. Where is HQ located again?
So just outside Charleston. That's mine. The prepper.
All right. Going straight to the computer repair shop in Charleston. Who's going to be point on trying to convince this person?
I mean, I guess it's gonna be me, because I'm the one with the stats to do it, aren't I?
You're good at talking to people.
And don't worry, when I roll an intelligence computers to try to describe it and fail it, then I just play the part of the, I don't get computers. Sorry, I don't know, man. It's my my nephew's computer. He left it.
Oh. Just say he locked it. He forgot his own password.
I'll say he
That's
left it.
something.
Left it at home for a couple summers, came back, didn't remember the password. Don't look at the hard drive. Stop looking at the hard drive.
The more he says not to look at the hard drive, the more you wanna.
As you enter the computer repair shop, small place. You weren't looking for one of the ones that had fancy neon signs, drawing a lot of attention. The guy behind the counter goes, "So, can I interest you in some graphics cards? That's what people nowadays are looking for, graphics cards. I can sell you one for 3,000.
But I don't even think our computer, you can't even plug it in. The slots outside are too small.
Oh,
Like,
so,
I mean, I can plug in like a mouse, but I don't know what a card's gonna do there.
so what are you bringing in then, I guess?
Yeah, sorry. So we've got this piece of plastic sitting around in the garage a few summers now. Nephew left it here, loaned it out to a couple friends, whatever. Went away, college, uni, that kind of deal. Came back, don't remember how to get into it. I'm tired of seeing it sit in my garage, being useless, so I don't know if you could get into this thing or not.
He picks up the laptop, immediately flips it over upside down, starts looking for like serial numbers, etc. This is a custom build. Okay, he kind of opens it up. Said, how old is it?
Oh god, I don't remember when he got this. It's been a year or two, I think, minimum. Of course, he loaned it out to a friend or two, so they might have messed with it. I'm not sure. All I know is a lot fancier than I need for email, so I didn't use it, you know. But kids these days more about their computers.
So go ahead and give me a wits manipulation here, since you no, we'll do manipulation subterfuge. There we go. That's the word I was looking.
Not an amazing pool. I could spend XP, but I'm just not going to.
There's a slight smirk that comes across his face. So, what you're telling me is you want to get into this laptop. That ain't yours. Let's not beat around the bush, whether it's your nephew's or not. You're still asking me to get into something that doesn't necessarily belong to you.
Well, I suppose that may be the case. Of course, I can't really drag him out of school to come down here, but I guess.
Smile gets a little wider. Sticking to your guns. I like it. Like it. So many people, once I call them out on that, they start, but, and I like you. Sticking to your guns like that. He opens it up. Realizes that the power is dead. He pulls out a power cable from behind. Plugs it in. Hits the power button again. Watches it load up. Doesn't even, you hear him mutter underneath his breath. Doesn't even run in Windows. Not Apple. Look, might be Linux custom build. Your nephews really into computers then, aren't they? Running their own OS from what I can tell.
I mean, I'm gonna, I don't. Frederick, he doesn't know shit about computers. He doesn't know what an OS is.
And yeah, there's a reason why he's talking like this too. Everybody knows it's coming. Is there a particular look on Frederick's face as he's?
I mean, I like to think he's probably still pretty good at keeping a straight face, but he, doing the kind of trying to keep up the the confused. I mean, confused. Parent.
Confused uncle.
Yeah, confused uncle or whatever.
Give me composure plus streetwise here.
Streetwise. Do I have any streetwise? Hold on. Oh god. Roll 20, what are you doing? Wow, I took a point of streetwise. I can't even believe I did that. This ain't a good pull either.
He's able to. He's reading you like a book.
Alright, well then I'm gonna stop the act. Look.
He goes, all right. This doesn't seem too difficult. However, I need a bit of money here. How about, let's say, 5,000 up front, and then 5,000 after I get through. 5,000 non-refundable deposits, so to speak.
Now, obviously, I ain't got 5,000 in a checking account right now to give to you, but I can probably arrange something like that.
He nods. That's a perfectly fair statement. Now, here's the rub. He closes the laptop, taps the top of it. I want to make sure that my business comes back to me. So, you got 24 hours before certain things turn up at the authorities. You come back within that 24 hours. I suddenly forget how to dial 3 numbers. He unplugs the power cord, wraps it around the laptop, and hands the laptop over to you. Pleasure doing business with you.
I'll see you tomorrow then.
I sure hope you do.
I will exit the store. It didn't work, guys.
How much are you going to tell us?
Well, let's just say, obviously the whole situation was suspicious to begin with, and he didn't buy it. Now, that doesn't mean he's not willing to work with us, but he wants to extort us. Wants a whole load of cash to not call the cops on us for obviously trying to break into someone's custom laptop.
Did you give him your name?
I don't think I did I? I mean,
Like-
I'll just leave that out of, I don't see any reason I would have given him my name, so.
He's got a camera, and so
Obviously.
you're on camera, but what are the odds of that having sound? If it doesn't have sound, then it's your word versus his word of you came in, said, "Can you fix my laptop?" He said no. Like, he didn't take the laptop, so I don't know if we're necessarily being extorted.
Well, let's go back to what you were saying, on the way here. Whoever left that laptop might be aware that they're missing a laptop. We already know, well, take a look at what we saw down there. That looked like some ragtag group of moonshiners in the woods that did that? No.
Right now, my main concern is him. The guys during my time, try little things like this. The thing is, they sell out, some of them would sell out their own mother if you met. But they guess. Drop me off here, I want to try some.
I didn't quite hear, but I think I got the vague
Oh,
picture.
call it a security measure.
Whatever we do, he wants. What did he want? Like I can't even remember how much.
10
What did he
grand.
want? 5,000, 10 grand, 10 grand in 24 hours.
Five.
Yeah, 5
Upfront
up front,
deposit.
5 after.
5 after, yeah.
Is that the kind of money we can pull together?
I got 2 dots in resources. What does that equate?
With 2 dots in resources, that would be a temporary burn of 1 resource
Yeah.
dot.
For 10 grand.
Pull together
or-
10 grand, and as stated that you would lose that dot for probably real world time at least 3-4 months. But game time, obviously,
Sure.
that's a bit different.
Sure. I got some money. I've saved up. But like I say, I want to make sure this is a secure investment.
So, how do you want to make that secure? You want to threaten him back? You want to say we'll call cops on him for trying to extort us?
No. Oh. I'll catch you up
You
later.
you want to walk in with a gun? Like, what do you want to do?
It's, you walk in with a gun and ask him a few questions. See if he gives. If he folds like a wet paper bag, which is me off the street, who else is he going to talk to?
I mean, do what you want. I don't know if I can condone the action, but it's
Just
your.
a check.
If you want to pull together that cash to do this, I guess I won't question how you want to make sure he stays to his word, you know. But likewise, I don't have high hopes in the local police anyways, after already being compromised, so, you know.
Do you plan on
Like I say.
testing that now? Or
Not. I'll give it a few minutes, like sort of 15, 20 minutes, and then I will go in. From like gun down the very obvious gun in the front, down in the belt.
Okay, Godspeed.
Sasha,
Just
what
think. I was not Sasha, but I was going to say, just think if you rob this guy for 10 grand, then we don't even have to burn resources. No,
I don't think he's gonna buy it.
Give me 5 grand. Okay, here's 5 grand to break into the laptop. Sasha's just not eager to really put her face to all this. So she's just staying back and you know, letting the situation pan out.
as Edward steps in. Welcome. How can I help your shopping experience?
Just browse.
Well, certainly notices. What you got there? He makes a gesture. I like guns.
Oh. Realize I was carrying that still. Sorry, I know some places they got the sign on the door saying no, see all that.
No. You're perfectly fine having that in here. He reaches in underneath his counter and pulls out a 12 gauge. And, you know, kind of leans on it. You showed me yours, I'm showing you mine, so, you know, we're on the same page here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is Old Faithful. And tell you the truth, I ain't in here looking for computer parts or nothing. You might have seen someone come in a little while ago. Call me old man, mustache.
I mean, a lot of my customers are older. Gonna have to be a little more specific than that. And why? Why are you asking?
It's need to know basis. It's like just got some questions. Think old man walks in, don't think much of it. Grandchildren, whatever. But it's innocent.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
This one ain't quite. There's some dealings, some goings on, things that resolve. Always, if you catch me.
Can't say I do. Stated a lot of my customers are older. They're bringing in stuff they barely understand. Like, you're gonna have to paint me a better picture of who you're looking for.
Some other people, they said they saw him this way about 15 minutes ago. Half an hour, maybe. And I reach into the back pocket and take out my wallet and I'm open to negotiation.
What are you offering?
What's your asking price?
He pauses, still leaning on the shotgun. Nods to himself, places the shotgun across the counter, still keeping his hands on it. $7,500.
I know this might be a big account while you're around. Be back in a few minutes for you.
Enjoy your day.
You too. Go back and join the others.
So how'd that go?
Well, he's prepared to sell the information for 75.
So we're just shy of
I can pay him, but I don't want him.
20.
He was prepared to sell us out.
I mean, if he's prepared to let us into a laptop that isn't ours.
But who else is he gonna tell? Say our friends in black suits show up there with a lot more collateral we got.
Ugh, it's a shame they don't owe us a favor. Just have them crack this thing.
Absolutely.
So it's 5,000 to start, 5,000 to finish. So we're 10,000. And then sounds like it would be an additional 7,000 to make sure that he doesn't tell anyone about it. Are you really comfortable spending that kind of money?
Nope. I don't think that's bad advice. Look, we pay him off another 7.5 bits. You think somebody else go? Here's $500. You just tell us what you know. You don't think he'd take it?
So what do we do? Try our luck with another shop? Find someone a little more reputable? Well, not so reputable that they won't break in.
I think we reinvent our story, but yeah.
I mean, the worst that can happen is if we just ditch this guy, he calls the cops. What are they going to do? Come to Frederick and say, some guy says you have a laptop that doesn't belong to you? You can just say, I was doing a prank for the YouTubes or something like that. They can't find the laptop on you. They can't prove it's stolen. And again, given who this laptop came from, I'm not sure that they're exactly reporting it as stolen property in general. So, yeah, if this is a bad deal, let's look for a better one.
Right, but what happens when we go to find someone else? Same thing happens. They don't want to deal with us. They call the cops. Now they got 2 reports. That's a little more evidence than just one guy calling the police saying I stole a laptop.
Not if it ain't you that goes in.
Say again?
Goes in.
Not if it isn't you going in.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know why I can never hear him.
Oh.
Turn up the volume on your end.
I did. He's at 200. He's been at 200 for years. I can still never hear it.
I'll go really close to my mic. It'll be like ASMR.
No, you're fine. Well, more than welcome to, but now both of us are on camera. So, need a third face to try, or just run the risks.
I do believe I have a second contact.
I mean, I'm willing to go into a shop. I mean, again, if they're looking to... Frederick didn't go in talking about a laptop. He just came in, you know, packing heat and asking questions. But...
Eddie. Frederick's.
Eddie. Sorry, Eddie.
Yeah.
My bad. Eddie didn't come in with a laptop. And even then, it's not like these computer repair shops are going to be sharing their security films with each other.
No, but they will with the police.
I got some friends that might be able to do something. Some of the old veterans, some of them did like cyber attacks, all that kind of stuff. Made up drones, you know.
What kind of veterans do you know that did drones? That's like new age stuff. You know what? I ain't gonna question that.
New Age stuff, but it was, well, when I was serving, it was cutting edge. It was the future.
Ah, so you're saying, so if I ever see like alien teleportation devices, I call you because you already used it.
Not quite.
Why not?
Well, if they had that, they certainly didn't let us get our hands on it.
Damn. Look, you want to make some phone calls? Feel free. Otherwise, we'll figure something else out.
Can I do that to Storyteller?
Absolutely. I have to now. Takes a while. This is not a phone call. You're not getting through to this person right away. This particular person that you're contacting heads up a small... Well, I shouldn't say small. Heads up a tech company.
Sorry, company?
A tech company.
A tech company. Yeah.
Been working his way up for since he's been out of the military. He was part of some of the units that saw things that they shouldn't have. However, he was part of the U.S. military, but he doesn't reside in the U.S. anymore. He resides in the U.K. New money. Name's Rick Warren.
So, I will phone him through and then leave a message and sort of like starting it out with "On your feet, Sergeant."
Hey, brother, hope you're doing well. Guess who? Look, call back when you get a moment. Be good to hear your voice anyway. Take care of yourself out there.
So it's going to be a couple of hours before Rick gets into contact with the... Is there anything people... Meantime?
I don't think there's anything useful that Sasha can think to do.
I mean, I could go drop by the bar and tell that guy that his nephews are kidnapped, but I don't think that would be very helpful.
They've been kidnapped, but we don't know by who or where. Just know that these are dangerous people. Now try and stay calm, and I'll get back to you eventually.
Also, can I have a beer? No, I do not think that would be very productive at this current moment.
Well, if nothing else, a few hours later, Edward, you get a phone call back. Been a while since I heard your voice.
Yeah, well, to pursue your dreams, and I stayed here and got really, really drunk.
And how's that working out for you?
But as well as you'd expect.
So, Sounded like you needed some sort of help. Now, what type of help is this? Is this my kind of help, or is this Nathan Crawford type help? You know, I'm still in contact with Nathan. He's out here as well. Okay.
Remind me, Nathan Crawford.
Another member of the unit. Sharpshooter.
Oh, right.
Currently,
No, this.
currently owns a private military company.
No, if I needed the best damn spotter that I ever knew, I would have called Nathan. I need your help. Got a laptop here. Look, I'm gonna swear with you. We went through a lot, and kind of stayed with the program, if you catch my meaning, in my own unique way. Found a laptop, need to get inside. Just wondered if you could talk me through it.
Talk you through it. Listen. You know me. Where are you at?
Still Charleston.
I got a jet that could get me there in 12 hours if you got that kind of time to sit around.
You're gonna fly all the way out here to unlock a laptop for me. Best I can offer you is a drink.
Oh, come on. You think this is a drop in the bucket? You should know that by now. At least for me.
Yeah, I know. If you do that, I'll at least buy you that drink.
Offer's appreciated, but I know you could probably only get maybe that middle shelf. How about once I get out there, I'll get you the top shelf.
So you fly out here and you buy me a drink as well.
Hey. One thing the service taught me is we take care of them.
Simplify, brother.
Stated. It'll be about 12 hours, but I'll be out there. You hang tight.
I'll at least come pick you up from the airport. Can remind yourself what the normal people drive.
This'll be something. Well, I'll see you in 12.
See you in 12.
He hangs up the line.
Spent. Well, we got a way in at least. Look, if you can, nobody else I know will be able to do that. Runs a company, does all the same things, no questions asked. Didn't even demand my life. See.
Definitely think he sounds like a lot more loyal than the first option we tried.
And we went through a lot together. Iraq, Afghanistan, and strange things in the desert. Got me embroiled in all of this. And he still a sergeant in those days, and so, but the amount of times he pulled my ass out of the fire, the times I pulled his ass out of the fire, well, this some stories.
Well, I hope he's as good as opening laptops as he is in your memory.
He's got a whole company doing this now. Made his millions, you know, living the dream, private jet, holidays in islands, Maldives, living the dream. He said it way back when. You could see even in his eyes when he was a fresh-faced kid. He meant it. He was gonna do this. Sure as anything, he did.
Is there anything anybody wants to do in these 12 hours?
Nothing incredibly productive. I mean,
Everybody gonna go to the
Mm.
airport? It's gonna be Edward.
I think Sasha would want to go. Feels that as a way to kind of feel like they're making progress, just to stay in. Even though they're not, but these kids out there aren't getting any closer, and it feels at least like it may not be productive for them all to carpool to the airport, but at least it would feel more useful than just waiting back at HQ.
Frederick?
yeah, I mean, barring, running off to chase leads that probably don't exist, it's mostly a wait and see what this laptop has to say, go from there kind of deal. So, I mean, he might as well tag along, just, I don't know, in case cops jump him. More people, more... let's try not to fight the police, but,
So, shortly after that phone call, you get the address to essentially what is a private airfield that he's going to be landing at, because he's not going to land at an airport, a public airport. So it isn't...
Travel
What?
Drive to there.
As you land, or as the jet lands, and it's not a commercial plane. You can tell it is definitely a luxury jet. And he proceeds to walk down the steps as they are lowered down. He's messing with a cufflink. He's wearing an Armani suit that is probably worth more than the entirety of everybody's wardrobes put together, plus the value of the car that you have arrived in.
Devalues every...
Say what?
The car, just having the car in the vicinity devalues everybody else's wardrobes.
And he walks over, extends his hand out to Edward. Been a long time.
Two.
Could you repeat that? There was a glitch.
I said too long.
All right.
Make the introductions. They're in on the talking about.
Nice to meet both of you. Names?
Edward. Sorry. Sorry. I did. Hello?
Sorry, you cut out really bad there.
I did say
Getting every other word.
them.
You have just finished listening to this week's episode of Hunter the Vigil, Critical Measures, part of the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology, written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener, and if you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. As always, comments are welcomed. Until the next chapter, don't stop asking yourself, why must those who hunt monsters hunt themselves?